Morning. Let me today learn and practice with the Canvas platform how it can be used for the e-teaching and learning process. So go to the Google and search for Canvas Teacher Login. So here is Canvas by instructor. After clicking here, it asks for login, registration or get free account, etc. So we have to sign up here with all details and then login. Once the ID and password is ready, then start logging in, and after logging in by using email and password, we get this dashboard. So on the left side of Canvas platform, we can see the platform icon, Canvas, account details. Let me click account. So notification, profile, files, settings, portfolio, achievements, and shared contents or keyword for mobile login. We can click here for dashboard activities. We can click here for courses. So published courses, unpublished courses, courses in line, that we click all courses. If we want, already there is one course, 2 weeks FDP on e-teaching, and this course is published. New course, here is plus sign. And we can start new course name and license. We can choose public license or private license. Different licenses are there, and likely we can go for the new course. Let me go to the already started course. So this is our already started course. Different tabs are there. We can click and find. This is home. This is the announcement tab. Already announcements are there. Different announcements are there. This is module tab. Modules are set it up again. So this is rubric. We can go for rubric assignment. What is rubric? We should know rubric is a quality assessment tool. It can be holistic and it can be analytical. So when we say holistic for them, it takes all criteria as single. When we talk of analytical rubric, it goes criteria, sub-criteria and so on. So different criteria and criteria within criteria. Rubric assignment is metric based, that is columns and rows structure. If we go to the columns are for criteria, and if we go to the rows are for levels. For example, criteria 1 is organization. Level can be excellent, and I can go to then very good, then average, and so on. For example, if I want to edit this rubric, so my first criteria is organization. Then if I write here excellent, then this is for some points. I can add more level, and so on. I have to go for this. This is my criteria organization. Rating is this. And my title of level is excellent or something, and likely I can add more levels accordingly, like excellent, it can be very good, it can be average, and so on. For example, NAAC grades the colleges on 7 criteria, but overall the NAAC grade is like A++, A, B++, and B, C, and so on. So overall grade is single grade, that is holistic rubric. It is based on rubric assessment. And when we go criteria wise, like teaching, learning, curriculum, research, and this infrastructure, student supports, best values for the institution, etc., then it's called analytical rubric on the basis of academic skills and non-academic skills. That is what the reflection of the rubric can be. So assessing the learners on different criteria. So new analytics is there, assignments tab is there. So this is assignment tab. Let me check this tab. So this is assignment tab. So module 1 assignment is there. The assigner by the teacher. So likely I can go for discussions. So the teacher can decide based on the modules, on the course structure, how to engage the learners, how to assign the different tasks. So to create the new ideas, to go for creativity and to go for value additions. Like this quiz can be generated, grades can be viewed, different pages, files added, and so on. But this is only after the course is started. Outcomes can be seen, conferences, different learners can be engaged on this platform for some common project. Even teachers can work together. So collaborations are there, attendance, whenever activity is touched, it is visible there, recorded there. So attendance can be marked, how many people are participating or not participating. So this is very important. Tab settings. So settings, once the course, when we start building course, start some development of the course, when some idea comes, we go for setting of the course. So this is the starting point. So course structure is already in mind. Given that situation, we can add some image, we can name the course, we can set some code, blueprint of the course if we want, yes or no, time zone, some comment, some default terms are there, starting date, ending date, and options for the students joining. So language of the course, file storage capacity, grading scheme attached here, license type, common, creative license taken here. So not private copyright, public license, visibility of the course, format of the course, online sharing options like EPUB, description of the course, etc. So once the course is ready, then this bottom line is very important. It comes here after the course is prepared. When draft is ready, then is this ask. So enable the students for enrollment. Students can self-enroll in the course, and we have to share the URL is already given here. Our other option is they can log into the canvasinstructure.com as student, and while registering they will be asked for joining code. So joining code is available here. So once the course is ready and the code is shared, then let me check where the code takes the learners. So this is the code and we are going to check it. So it is taking us to the Canvas student app. Just click here and we enter the course. The course is 2 weeks FDP ETL. So what the instructor, the teacher has done, like announcements, they are here. We can check all announcements. Modules, all modules are here. We can check. Syllabus is here. People, here one teacher, and all learners can be checked. Assignments, we can check assignments here. Asking for submit assignment, we can submit, text entry, file upload, and so on. So second assignment likely, again asking for submit assignment, so on, discussions, grades, pages, files, conferences, collaborations, etc. So this is how the students can work, the learners can work on the platform once the teacher enrolls them. So let we check what the teacher has done. The course creator, this is Canvas teacher. So the course is 2 weeks FDP, and same details are here, announcement, modules, whatever is being done here, that is reflected in the Canvas student app. So this is how the platform works, and it is the question of just learning and practice, and definitely once we are acquainted with this platform, we will start loving this platform for the ETL process. Thank you all.